Hey guys, welcome back. This is Daniel, and I don't know if anybody's going to see this, but there's been this concept in my mind throughout the day today, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So I think what I'm going to start doing on my Facebook page is I'm going to share insights that I have that's different from my YouTube and different from my other social media, little snippets of my mind um, that I just get when I write or when I'm working on whatever I'm working on. And so the idea that I have today is that I think a lot of people, and I wrote a Medium article on this, and so I did this article about the concept that we work so much in our life, like especially if you're a millennial watching this, if you're older, then you'll understand. Where now you really can't, um, you can't survive on one job unless it's a really great salaried position. We end up working so much and going to school and or whatever. We have our family and we work so much, you know like for me for example, I work a lot, and uh you know when I'm not doing one thing, I'm doing the other, and when I'm not doing that thing, I'm doing the other thing. And sometimes I lose sight, right? I get overwhelmed within the battle of the day-to-day life. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I have to create the website, I have to reach out to clients, I have to have sessions, I have to make videos, I have to edit, I have to do this and that and that. And there's just so much that one person can only do in the day. And so I think a lot of people get overwhelmed and in the slow moving battle towards their vision. But I think something happens where, like, you have your vision over here, and here you are trying to get to that vision. And meanwhile, this is like miles and miles away, right? And so you're slowly going to your vision. You're making little checkpoints, but as you're getting closer to your vision, you have all these battles that wear you down. And so, you know, at one point you might have thought that you wanted to be, like the CEO of a company, or you wanted to be like, in a totally different um, kind of totally different kind of career. Like, you thought you were going to be like your own, have like a huge business or corporation. Maybe you thought you were going to release some kind of product line. Maybe you thought you were going to do something to affect the world in a really profound way. But as you started working your ass off, you got caught up within all the battles, and you didn't think to like pause for a second and look above the battles that you face every day and look at that goal. And so I think a lot of people settle on the short-term victories, and they get comfortable, and they say, you know what, I have a great position that I have now, I love what I'm doing now, I don't need to do any more, right? I won this huge battle, I captured the fortress, I don't need to um, I don't need to go any further, right? A lot of people don't feel like they need to go any further. And that may be all well and good, but our lives don't end there, right? Our journey doesn't stop at a checkpoint. And the moment we think that, the moment we're doing a disservice to the end goal, which is where this is where everybody really benefits from your journey, right? And it's so cool how life works like that, where this whole time you're working, you're becoming a better you, and you're growing, and then when you reach the end, not like the end because there's more after that obviously, but when you reach the overall kind of dream that you sought yourself to have in the way that you wanted to affect people, that's where everybody benefits from, right? And so when you become the amazing, like, non-bullshit version of you, and you're in like a heightened place, and you are vibing, like, whatever you're doing, whether it's finance or the career that you have now, like, that's you, operating at a very high peak of performance as a person in life, like life performance. And I honestly think everybody does have this gift. And it's fascinating to me how much we seldom not look above the battles that we have. And so, I get caught up a lot in what I'm doing, but then my overall mission, I have a lot of things that I do want to do in life. And that all those things require me to become scalable and to eventually be able to get to a place where I can, really help out a lot of people at once and whatever. And so I find myself all the time where I'm making these milestones, and I want you guys to know that regardless of where you are, it's totally okay. But I believe that within everybody, you have the potential to affect people in a positive way on a grand scale, and that may not be everybody's journey, but everybody has the potential for that, to give back in a way that really affects others. Um, and so, what I would tell you also watching this video is that, just as if like there's that saying, right, where you want to set a goal that's really high. That way, like, let's just say, for example, you want to save up $10 million in your lifetime. You don't want to set the goal for 10, you want to set it for 50. Because if you set it for 50, you're going to get somewhere between there. Similarly, if you set your expectation to achieve nothing less than your vision, which may be ridiculous, it may be totally out there, you can say to yourself, you know what, I want to be the best teacher in the world, and this is what that's going to look like. And you start to create the dream, you create the vision of what that looks like, whatever that dream is, which is way up here, and you want somewhere in between there, but here is where you still affect people in a really profound way. And so the idea is to aim high, gain the middle, or maybe you get lucky and you actually do get that ridiculous, crazy dream. Who's to say you won't? Only you can. And so while you're fighting your battles day to day, I want you guys to know that, and remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. It's so important that you realize day to day why it is what you do. And so I think that's really important to talk about. So anyway, that's all I really have for you guys. If you want to see more or different topics, let me know. This is going to be one of many. I'll do probably once a week, and then I'll start doing more as I get more time and I start, doing whatever, managing my time better. Then I'll give you more content on my Facebook page. So, and by all means, guys, if you guys want to do something, then let me know. And check me out on all my other platforms. YouTube, I'm really big on. I have a ton of content there, and I hope to see you all over the place. So, yeah. So I'll see you next time, guys.